On the platform, an agent partner slash a PoSP as we call them, can come in, the basic qualifications of 10th pass is needed. They can come in and they can transact various forms of two-wheeler insurance, four-wheeler, commercial vehicles, so on and so forth, right? But what is the benefit of agent partners working on a platform like PBPartners? They can in fact also withdraw their payouts at their own free will, right? Some of the features that we have offered to our agent partners as far as payouts are concerned is a one of its kind feature called on-demand payout, where basis the need of the agent partner, they can withdraw daily, weekly, or they can opt to choose for a monthly payout. As far as life insurance, health insurance, commercial life insurance are concerned, we ensure that our agent partners are well trained. The biggest training programs that we have, even while buying for their end customers. In life insurance, we have something called goal planner, where they can set goals for their customers, and we eventually help them buy the right set of savings product, right set of term insurance. On health insurance, we have something called a recommendation engine, where they can use our platform to recommend the most relevant products for the consumers. On other lines of insurance, for example, shop insurance, home insurance also, we want end-to-end journeys where they can use our platform to buy the relevant insurance for their customers. Now, why are we here in Chennai? Right? I think Chennai is one of our top 5 focus markets. We've got roughly about 2,500 agent partners in Chennai, about roughly about 12,000 partners in Tamil Nadu, and we feel that from an insurance penetration standpoint, Chennai is a very important market for us. When we look at the consumers and their buying behavior, I think the need for protection as far as health and term is concerned is very high. I think the consumers in South India, especially in Tamil Nadu and Chennai, are more than price conscious, are very value conscious consumers, and they want the right ROI for the money that they're spending. Rather than being price conscious, they are very value conscious consumers. And I think what we do out here is enable our agent partners to use the platform so that they can offer the most relevant solutions to their customers as far as term insurance and health insurance is concerned. I think when we look at our government's goal of insurance for all by 2047, I think this channel where we work very closely with agent partners who sit in front of their customers and offer them the most relevant solution, I think this channel is a very important channel for us at Policybazaar, because somewhere when we look at a lot of consumers out there, I think the personal touch and feel, the personal interaction with an agent partner is a very essential form of trust building that a consumer who's buying a product like insurance is concerned. Right? At the end of the day, insurance is nothing but a promise. Right? And when buying a category like or a product like insurance, the consumer wants to have that relationship of trust. And I think our agent partners using our platform are able to demonstrate that trust, that knowledge of the category, and hence we feel that this channel is a very important channel as far as increasing insurance penetration and achieving the vision of the insurance for all by 2047 is concerned. I'm very happy and obliged to be here in Chennai. We recently opened our experience center also, because what we realized is that while working with agent partners, they also want to ensure that Policybazaar as a brand, PBPartners as a brand, is also available in case they need any help as far as trainings are concerned, as far as servicing are concerned. And hence we recently opened our experience center in Chennai, so that we can continue to harness the relationship that we have with about 2,500 partners in Chennai, so that we can not only help them sell the right solution to their customers, but also enable them from a servicing perspective, work closely with them so that they can also increase their income and eventually increase the insurance penetration as far as this part of the country is concerned. So with that, thank you so much everybody for joining for this press meet. As Sunil said, I'm more than happy to thank all of you, and I'm ready to take any questions that you may have, any points that you want to be addressed. Yes, sir. The model is very simple. It's a marketplace. It's a platform where we are enabling our agent partners, existing as well as new agent partners, to be able to sell insurance to their end consumers. See, when we started PBPartners, the whole intent was, as I said before, that there will be a lot of customers out there who would not want to, let's say, buy it directly from Policybazaar.com or from an insurance company, may prefer to buy it through a known face, right? So what we do is, we go to that known face, which is an agent partner, and give them the platform where they can sell various forms of insurance to their end consumers. And it's like an agent partner can work with one insurance company, or they can work with one broker and get access to multiple insurance companies.
Yes, I'm an end user.
Yes.
What is the advantage when I buy from PBPartners instead of buying directly from the influencer?
So if you are an end user and let's say Simran is your agent partner, then Simran can use our platform to offer you various forms of insurance that are there in the market, right? If Simran, for example, was working directly with one insurance company as an agent partner, then she could offer you only one. Whereas in our platform, because it's a marketplace, she can offer you all products which are available in the market. Whether it's let's say you want to buy a life insurance, right? You can buy an HDFC, a Tata, a Bajaj, a Tamil Max Life, so on and so forth.
All the insurance companies are onboarded there.
Yes, all insurance companies are available on our platform.
Claiming procedure.
Sorry?
Claiming procedure.
Claim process. So the claim process is very similar to what an agent partner or a consumer may go through. So in our case, let's say again, Simran is your agent partner. In case you need any help, you reach out to Simran. Simran will reach out to us. And on motor side or on health side, we've got virtual teams and we've got physical teams where we will help you as a consumer in case of a hospitalization, help you during the hospitalization process in case of a motor insurance, help you during the claim process and even after the claim process. So we enable our agent partners as far as the claims are also concerned. Sorry?
TPA.
So TPA is something that the broker does not have. TPA is something that the insurance companies have. But now mostly in retail health policies or motor insurance, TPAs are largely not used. TPAs are largely used as far as group insurances are concerned. But for retail insurances or individual insurances as we call it, TPAs are typically not used.
And the payout is different from one company to other insurance companies for agents?
Yes. See, in all forms of insurance, the payouts, what we get to what we offer are different. So for example, if from one company we are getting, let's say 30%, we will keep some and pass on the rest to the agent. In some way, for a similar category, if you're getting 25%, we will keep some and pass on the rest to the agent partner.
You take only administrative charges?
Yes, administration charges.
So how much?
It typically varies from product to product, but it's in the range of 2 to 4%.
So what's the average payout for one agent, the agent?
So again, it will depend on product. So for example, a two-wheeler product in Chennai will have a different payout to a two-wheeler, let's say it's 1+5 or TP. It will be different from Bombay to different from Delhi to different from Bangalore. A four-wheeler may have different. In commercial vehicle it may be different. In health, again, depending on the product, the lines will offer different law. But so it's very tough to tell you whether it is, how much it is, but it could be in the range of 20 to 30% largely, depending on the category of product.
What about how is the insured tech industry evolving? I think a lot of processes are moving to digital.
Yes.
Of course, the offline is also there for personalized things.
Yes.
But overall, is it evolving at a pace what we have expected, or is there a significant challenge you face? How does?
If you ask me, the desire is that it should evolve much faster. But let me divide this into two things, right? One is the entire solicitation process, and the other is the ease of, not just buying but servicing claims, so on and so forth. I think the solicitation process, how does an insurtech help is, because the products are complicated, let's say life insurance or health insurance or motor insurance, the insurtech ensures that there is enough readily available information in the buying process or the solicitation process for for an advisor, whether it's a virtual advisor or a physical advisor, so that the conversion of the advisor is on the higher side, right? Because the consumer may have a lot of questions while buying, let's say, a health insurance, right? What is covered, what is not covered, what are pre-post, what are the daycares which are covered, so on and so, what are the waiting periods, right? And you know, every product, every variant of the product has different things, right? So what does an insurtech like Policybazaar or PBPartner does is ensure that all these questions can be answered very seamlessly in one interaction between the advisor and their customers. And then what the insurtech also does is to ensure that any other requirements of the advisor are readily available on the platform, right? So yes, there has been a significant progress if I look at the last 5 years, 10 years. The desire is the progress should be much faster. But I think it's also to do with the way you know, the backend of insurance companies are created, right? And though it's a very new industry, but I think the tech innovation that is needed for at the backend, I think if the pace of evolution or innovation goes up significantly there, is when we as insurtechs will be able to integrate much more quickly and in an agile manner, so that we can offer the right you know, kind of offerings to our advisors, whether virtual advisors or physical advisors.
No, mis-selling was a major issue.
Yes.
It has come down, you know, actually, as insurtech company or the landscape sort of helped address these issues.
So,
it's a very, very significant, you know, when you guys could address this mis-selling things.
So, if you ask me, I would say there are very rare cases of mis-selling, right? I think mostly historically, what we would have typically read about are actually, I would not call it mis-selling, is misrepresentation of information, right? I think more than misrepresentation of information, largely the advisory channel does not have adequate information, right? And what insurtechs do, right, like us, is ensure that the relevant information is readily available for the consumers as well as their advisors, so that there is transparency of the product that the consumers buy, right? Historically, because I as an advisor was sitting in front of you, and you know, and again, as I said, it's complicated products, what are covered, what are not covered. So more than misrepresentation, it was lack of awareness, lack of information that I could pass on to you. What insurtechs have done is put that information on the platform, right? So that you as a consumer know the product that you're buying, and there is transparency. And I think that has led to better awareness and I would say lower complaints as far as lack of information or lack of awareness is concerned.
Just one clarification. I mean, how many agents are on your platform now? What is the growth plan?
Oh yeah, so sorry I didn't talk about that. Currently we have almost about 3 lakh advisors on our platform. Month on month, roughly about 60,000 are active on our platform.
Or riding like
60,000 are active on our platform.
Okay.
So in total, we've got roughly about 3,000 registered advisors. Roughly about 1.7, 1.8 are allowed to sell, and roughly about 60,000 odd are active month on month on our platform.
What are your growth plans to expand this in any area?
So in our journey in the last 3.5 odd years, we have covered about 18,000 plus pin codes out of the 19,000. I think, and hence we've got roughly about 3 lakh agent partners. I think the intent one is to increase from 18,000 to get closer to 19,000 odd pin codes that are there in the country. But more importantly, also increase the density per pin code and enable our agent partners to be able to solicit more. I think our biggest challenge that we face internally, that we our biggest objective we try to drive is how can we enable our agent partners to sell more. I think as a platform, if we are able to increase the productivity of our existing partners and be able to recruit new partners, train them better so that they can solicit better, get the right set of products, get the right set of underwriting for their end consumers, and bridge the gap between the supply and the demand, right? If you ask me, as Indians, all of us understand the need of protection, right? As far as we call it the 3 Ds, that disease and disability is concerned. I think the need is there. I think somewhere there is a lack of trust or lack of transparency, and what we kind of work day in and day out is to give that, to make our agent partner well aware, enabled, so that when he sits in front of his customer, he is able to build that trust, communicate the benefits of buying insurance, right? And hence reach to the last mile of consumers who are, who understand the value but do not have enough information. Give them enough information so that they can start buying insurance.
When do you think you reach close to 90,000? Couple of years or so?
I think more important, if you ask me, yes, we will, in probably a couple of years, we should be closer to the 90,000 goal. I think what's more important is how many agent partners are using our platform and able to sell. We've sold roughly about 11 million NOPs till now since we've started, largely motor. I think health and life is something that, again, it's an evolution, it's a journey. It's about matching the supply and demand. I think what the insurance companies today offer to what the consumer expects as far as tier 2, tier 3 and beyond is concerned. I think our biggest challenge would be to be able to marry the supply which comes in and the demand. And I'll give you an example. For example, today when we look at our health insurance, like some insurance, health insurance, today, there is a natural inclination from a supply perspective to sell a higher sum insured, whereas when we look at a consumer in tier 3 and below, he may not need the higher sum insured, right? And hence, if you look at in the last few months, I think products like Niva Puma Rice, which was launched last week, Shriram also, there was a product by Manipal Sita, Sarvesh, or I'm forgetting the exact name, Sarve, they have launched. I think this product is for the real market, right? So our intent is to actually reach out to advisors who can understand these products and offer it to their consumers. So I think our biggest opportunity, as well as the challenge that we see, is managing the supply and the demand. Advisors also, if you look at, right, today, even if an advisor is tier 3, tier 2, tier 3, expects a certain income when he starts working, irrespective of the industry, right? And what we have to ensure is that using our platform, if he has to remain a full-time insurance advisor, we are able to help him get those earnings, right? Whether he's selling a health insurance, life insurance, or a motor insurance. And I think that is what PBPartners as a platform should be doing, where he is able to enable an advisor, because he may not be able to sell as much health insurance to, let's say, on 20,000, 15,000, 20,000 a month, right? So how do we enable him to sell a motor insurance which contributes to his earnings? How do we enable him to get well trained on health insurance which contributes to his earnings? Similarly, how do we train him well to solicit or sell shop insurance, for example, right? Or life insurance, for example, pure protection, right? Not just get the supply of these products, but also train him well, which contributes to his earnings. I think one of the largest problems that the offline distribution has historically faced is the attrition as far as the insurance advisors are concerned, right? Because they were kind of aligned with one manufacturer or one supplier, they could only solicit from one, right? Whereas the consumer is looking for choices. I think as PBPartners, I think that's the biggest strength, where we get that choice to our advisors for their end consumers, right? And hence the advisors can offer him a bouquet of products, so that the consumers do not have to kind of go to multiple advisors, but to just go to PBPartner advisor and buy a product from an HDFC, Tata or an ICICI.
Just one question.
Yes.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. This is Rajesh.
One more question can I take, and then sorry.
Have you found any significant trend in terms of policy purchase? Like, as you said, less than 5 lakh, or you see more people preferring term insurance? Because we see people are slightly moving from the billion, is actually moving from a saving product to a protection product. Is there any significant use, like term insurance is gaining?
About close to about 2,500 agent partners are advisors who work with PBPartners, and this experience center is for our existing advisors and new set of advisors who want to come to our experience center in Chennai, kind of go through what we offer to our agent partners, the trainings that we offer, the servicing modules that we have, the payout process that we have, the other features that are there on our platform, which help them not only to solicit insurance for their advisors, but also use our platform to increase their earnings and help increase insurance penetration in our country and help increase the goal set by the government of insurance for all by 2047. The future plans is that we've recently started our experience center in Chennai. The future plans is that we've got roughly about 10,000 advisors in Tamil Nadu. We'll be very happy and excited to have at least 10 more experience centers in Tamil Nadu in times to come, because we see Tamil Nadu as a huge opportunity, huge potential market as far as life insurance and health insurance is concerned. I think the consumers of Tamil Nadu, especially Chennai, are very value conscious customers and not just price conscious customers. They are happy to buy a higher price product as long as they are getting value of the money that they are spending. And I think our advisors on the ground, our agent partners on the ground, we enable them to ensure that they offer enough information. They make their consumers aware of the various features, the various benefits that are there in the products available on a platform, so that the consumers can make the right choice while they're buying their insurance for their financial needs. Sorry?